Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor gives a performance for the ages in Origin. It should not be missed. It's in theaters, and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Writer-director Ava DuVernay has frequently tackled the subjects of racism, politics, and the systems at play with films and series like Selma, 13th, and When They See Us. Now she's tackling the life of Pulitzer Prize-winning author Isabel Wilkerson, who's played by Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor. DuVernay sets her film in the backdrop of the murder of Trayvon Martin by George Zimmerman. Now, Isabel is approached to write about the murder, but she feels conflicted as it's not where she feels her career's at after writing her first book, The Warmth of Other Suns. Now, she wants to have the answers and feel a part of the story instead of asking the questions. Within a short time, she's faced with unimaginable grief after the death of two loved ones. It's a time when she feels like she has no one left in life, and that really pours her grief into her work. She starts to probe into the differences between racism and caste, and the connection that she finds between Jim Crow laws and Nazi Germany. The film also stars Jon Bernthal as her husband Brett, and Niecy Nash-Betts as her cousin Mary. Now, Ava DuVernay takes a really unique approach at adapting Isabel Wilkerson's book Caste, which became a massive bestseller in 2020 after the death of George Floyd. Now, this isn't a direct adaptation of Wilkerson's concepts, but rather takes us on a really personal journey that she had during this tumultuous time in her life. I really think that this angle allows the audience to then see inside the author's mindset when it seems like there's nothing left to offer the world, and to then try to understand something so monumental. Working through grief is relatable at any level, and we see her take on something much greater than she could have anticipated. The first 3/4 of the film really dives into her research. DuVernay knows that she'll have a greater impact on her audience by understanding the visuals as part of her history lesson. She makes Isabel's research come alive as she takes the audience into Nazi conference rooms, concentration camps, and life in India under their caste system. As Isabel's thesis begins to take shape, the climax of the film really becomes jarring, and that jolt that we need to really remember what's at stake. She features this scene with a young black boy at a swimming pool that really encapsulates everything that she's honing in on. There's some really beautiful and tender images on screen that juxtapose then the horrific visuals that DuVernay wants us to take note of. Aunjanue Ellis-Taylor commands the screen at every point, really giving Isabel this hard outer shell despite the personal pain and heartbreak that she's feeling in the inside. While this is a heavy film, DuVernay offers moments of levity as she takes us in on the love story between Isabel and Brett and the friendship that she has with her cousin Mary. Now, Niecy Nash-Betts is quite memorable, playing Mary, who becomes an important part in Isabel's work. DuVernay's screenplay seems to really directly take from Isabel's own words and metaphors, which are then used as voiceovers, drilling home her thesis in caste. Origin is a reminder that no matter where we're at in life, there's always room for growing and understanding. This is a history lesson by way of one's personal learning versus an academic history book approach. It's not to be missed at a time when there are Oscar-nominated films that may be reaching for your attention. I'm giving Origin 4.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some other movie reviews, some celebrity interviews, and I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment on social media or here on YouTube at Paul's Movie Trip. Are you excited about Origin? Have you seen it? Leave me your comments. I really want people to go support this film. And go support it at Imagine Theaters. Paul's Trip to Movies is brought to you by Imagine Theaters. Get tickets today. Go support this film. If you haven't seen other movies like Mean Girls, Anyone But You, or The Iron Claw, get tickets for those movies as well. Such great films playing in the theaters right now. Follow them on social media at ImagineMN. And tickets are on sale for my monthly movie series. Coming up this Sunday is All the President's Men, January 28th, 3 p.m. Coming up in February, it's Dr. Strangelove. March, it's Good Will Hunting, and I do a discussion after every one of these screenings. So get tickets today, come see them back up on the big screen, and let's talk about them. Are they still relevant today, and why are they such classics that we still keep watching all these years later? Thank you so much for watching my review of Origin. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.